So they got a little scenario today of the Greek army around about 18th to 19th century. We're in Crete, and there's basically the Crete army is all just reserves and militia, and they're in their final holding point in a small temple that they have. So all the local forces have gathered as a militia against a Turkish army that has been tracking them down for a couple of days. So you've got a couple of Greek lines here, which are just militia, you can see. Over here they've just engaged with, I do believe, some skirmishes. Turkish skirmishes, and then there's also a Turkish line over here. So you can obviously see the quality of troops, completely different. Nice red hats. And over here you can see just the women and the men fighting. The cannons have been set up as well. Got Turkish lines over here, just past the farm. The Greek forces have had time to get set up, as you can see, and they do have some guardsmen positioned at center. But you can see that the Greek forces really have no chance. They're falling back. So they've positioned themselves deliberately quite far, and the commanders have been told to retreat their forces off the hill if it gets to it. And as you can see, they're waiting from the hill. As you can see here, just past the farm, they're not having too much luck because they've got a natural hill crest cover. The artillery is getting closer and closer, so the longer this battle goes on, the less likelihood that this hill is going to be any use, because it's going to be zeroed in by their artillery. The Turks will have way too much time to get set up. But militia can't buy much time at all themselves. As you can see, they're running back. Some have just given up. Same on this side. They are getting flanked at the moment, so it looks like the skirmishers are engaging the center and also engaging the flanks as well. Looks like the guardsmen are coming out right now. Looks like the cavalry are coming in. It's a disordered mess, but it's pushed them back. Looks like some Greek line infantry have moved up on the right. See the Greek flag here. And it looks like the Turks have also got some more line infantry here. The guardsmen are now seeing their retreating brothers, or the militia. Looks like the Turks have just moved in past the... Well, they've killed the militia off the farm. Yeah, look at them run. Okay, it looks like also the Greek line infantry being pushed away now as well. Looks like they've been taking double, 2 lines worth of fire. Looks like the reserves have been pulled in, the reserve line infantry. Also looks like there's some militia in the houses that are fighting back as well. They look like they're armed with swords and pistols though, so I doubt they can do too much. Okay, the guardsmen have clearly gone now, so it's just the reserve line, and then also the artillery crew, and the artillery piece itself. A good prospect, they would probably want to keep this artillery piece. but it's pretty dangerous being on top of that hill and standing, so they're going to be easy targets for the skirmishers. It looks like the two lines on the right are now pushing forward. They're moving into another set of artillery, and then there's a sort of line as well. See out here, they're being pushed by the line now. The line on the right side is now being pushed as well. The artillery's in place, so that should give them a little bit of reprieve. I think this retreating line was the one that was in the houses, so they're not really losing too much. Looks like the artillery crew are now running away, and the line are just fending off what they can. The line on the right running. Looks like the line on the left are now retreating as well, but they're only leaving half. I guess they're retreating and covering. The artillery on the right side is still holding. I don't know how long for. But they are keeping two lines back anyway. Okay, it looks like they've lost the hill and the Turkish general's moving in. By the looks of it. Assumption one of these is a Turkish general, maybe the White Horse. Yeah, I don't know. Probably the grey. Okay, the last defense up in the temple. They've got a howitzer here positioned, shelling the Turks. So the longer the Turkish line infantry try to set up, and the longer the general decides, the less it's going to be for him. It looks like there's some infantry, mounted infantry that have dismounted, and they're attacking the left. There is almost a full squad here, full battalion of Greek line infantry though. And they're also fortified, so I doubt they're going to get through that. Probably the only positive outcome will be this fight over here. I don't see this going too well for him, but there is a howitzer. There's a little bit of guardsmen left over, and also some infantry and a little bit of militia scattered here and now, with some artillery crew as well. Looks like a cannon placement is getting set up. So we'll see what happens there. Yeah, see, I don't think these Turks are gonna break through with this line infantry here. Just simply because they're fortified. They should use as horses and probably come around a little bit more. Okay, looks like there's more line infantry moving up. I think maybe some grenadiers as well. I think these guys are swords of grenadiers. Grenades would work really well for this position right here. Not that they need it. Looks like the skirmishers are running in now, or what's left of them. And the general's got a really good position here. So he's coming in on the right flank with the line infantry. They're dismounted. The left, or the skirmishers are engaging. He's got the cannon here. And he's got about 4 lines, one of them being a grenadier. And 2 lines are completely full. And they're getting surrounded, the Greeks are. Oh, that was a good hit. It looks like the reserves of the 2 fresh lines are moving in. And it also looks like the lines of the Turkish are firing now. Yeah, they're just way too outnumbered at this point. Even the back line's got to start firing. There go the grenades. They didn't connect, but they definitely pushed him back. Looks like there's so many forces in the center at the moment. Some still at the front, protecting. Doubt they're going to do too much. Looks like the rear guard are moving in, so the left is now completely free, but they have taken out the Turkish infantry there. Yeah, alright, looks like the first line infantry moving in. Heavy fighting and fire here. Looks like the Greek infantry are moving in for a melee engagement. Not too sure how this will go. Yeah, it's pushed them out. It's definitely worked. Looks like they're pursuing though. Well, they've definitely pushed them out, that's for sure. And there is so much line infantry up here with the Greeks. Looks like they're in quite a good position here. All things considered. But still having a complete new, a fresh line here of Turkish infantry, I don't know. Plus they still have a cannon emplacement on the hill. Looks like the Greeks have left the howitzer because they're so close the engagement is right now. Yeah, alright, well it looks like the infantry are now moving in. And also the skirmishers possibly too. This is going to be a tight engagement. I don't know who will actually win this, but I mean, just having this rear guard of the Greeks really helps. And no matter what, if they win, it's probably because it's the rear guard. Because the front's getting smashed, as you can see, all the guardsmen, the Greek guardsmen are dead. Looks like the Turkish are now moving back up to the top of the fort. And there's an officer here leading the charge. Looks like the skirmishers have set up a volley fire here. And the skirmishers are also flanking as well, slightly. But it also looks like the Greeks are as well. We've got some swordsmen on the right. Yeah, they're taking quite a few casualties now, the Greeks are. I don't know if they can hold much longer. Well, it looks like there's a officer running in the middle of the battlefield, being chased by two swordsmen. He's now, well, he's going to be shot. I don't know what's happening here. I don't see much blue moving yet, so I think they're on the back foot now. Did hear a stab somewhere. Okay, yeah, the officer's still alive down here. Swordsman still weighing up with stabbing. Going for the kill, or this guy did. He almost got shot in the back. Looks like the line infantry up the center are moving forward now. Oh, yep, officer's dead.
Bayrağı çekin. Bayrağı çekin. Savaşa hazırlanın.
Looks like they're poking up and shooting and then running back down. But a smart thing to do, because they don't have many troops to really mess around with lines at the moment. It does look like there's 2 artillery crews still up the top next to the howitzer, and there's a militia woman here in the center. But they could probably run through here if they could get past the horse traps. Looks like this guy's charging. Oh, yeah, shot on the entry. Alright, there's another guy charging in. Really close quarters. Looks like they're full on flank by one of the line infantry. And the 2 artillery crew are trying to fend him off. Charge. Yeah, alright, fend off. Another charge. He makes it in. Goes for a stab and a hit. Gets that off. And then he also shoots. Oh, there's a... Alright, they've definitely made it in now. Alright, I don't think they're gonna win this one for sure now. Alright, another charge. Full charge in the center. And they're running around to take cover. Alright, now they're just holding on to scraps at this point. And they've given up. And, alright, looks like this guy's had enough of this guy anyway. And this guy's walking on the spot. But it does look like they've given up. To some degree, this woman's given up. I would say that was fairly successful by the Greek defense, actually, more than anything. Because they basically wiped out 2 lines and the grenadier line. And then I'd say 1 whole skirmish line as well. But there's nothing left of them. There was some militia that escaped, so I'm not too sure if they plan a counterattack. If they do, they could probably deal with this force anyway. Not too sure. The Turkish army, this is only a 1 Turkish army, so I'm not too sure. Another one might come in later anyway. And this is just on the coast, next to a coast. And it's part of a small village as well. So this is mostly the locals here.